What? What is up? What is up? I ask you, what is going on? Very excited, to share with you a new purchase of mine, but also a new direction that I'm going with my watch collecting career. And I mean, I've kind of been on this path for a while, to be perfectly honest, but I think it's really hitting its stride right now. I'm gonna wait for some people to show up. We got Scramble North. He is present. I'm here. Man, I feel like I've unlocked, watch collecting is kind of when you are little and you lift up rocks and you see all the little creepy crawlies that are like hanging out under the rocks. Well, watch collecting is just like that. And when you turn over certain stones, you find different pathways that are very, very interesting. And although I've been on the periphery of this very specific niche, I feel like I've fallen headfirst directly into it. So, Jeremy McBee is here. By the way, shout out to Burger King. I got a freaking Whopper. Love it. My leg and my back, my leg and my back and my neck were hurting so badly yesterday that I skipped, I didn't eat pretty much all yesterday. I had some coffee. I ate something in the morning and then the rest of the day and then the evening, I skipped lunch and dinner. I didn't eat anything, and then I didn't eat anything all day until right now. The pain is somewhat not there, but so I felt comfortable eating something. Shout out to Whoppers with cheese. I don't care what anybody says. Whoppers are the best fast food burger. Period. Sorry. Also, Burger King has a better fish sandwich than McDonald's. Fish fillet is great, but I think they call it the big fish or whatever from Burger King, much better. Anyway, what are we talking about? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell the time. It is 1:40 p.m. Argue in the comment section, please, about fast food. Let's get down to business. So, what am I interested in right now? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's not this. It's definitely not this, all right? It's my Mudmaster triple sensor. Absolutely love it. It's yelling at me to charge it because it's on death's door. It needs to get a nice little spot of juice there. Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Love G-Shocks, and that's not something new to this channel. It's not something new to my life. And, well, we have another one right here. What is this, 5610? Right? I just did a little tribute to that. Stop focusing on me. Focus on what? Looks like Linky's been on my desk. But it's actually not that either. I think what opened the can of worms for me was this watch. A watch I reviewed a couple years ago. You guys remember this? This is the twin sensor Casio from the ProTrek line. This was 40 or 37 bucks, I think, when I first got it. And this was you know what? I think I like cheap watches. Me thinks me like watches that don't cost an arm and a leg, but a pittance. And scene, thank you. Oh wait, one more. I fancy me a spot of salad cream. There, scene. Anyway, that was my little impression of a red coat Tory. It's no secret I'm okay with quartz watches. It's no secret I'm okay with inexpensive watches. That's not new to this channel. It's not new to my watch collection. But I didn't realize that Casio is not just G-Shock. Obviously, guys, I know. But specifically digital Casios, resin digital Casios, do not just have to be G-Shocks. And I know a bunch of people are well, yeah, dude, obviously. But I never found any interesting, and it's because I simply was not looking at anywhere other than, ProTreks and G-Shocks. Dr. Bob's Nightmare here, he says, "Queer, sir! Swallow it!" That's a little inside joke from my other channel, Everything is Gay. If you want to go watch that channel, it is blowing up. We are past 20,000 subscribers in less than half a year. Check out this watch, dude. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's a DW5600. It's a double chunk chocolate cookie. Shout out Costco. It's not, though. It's a Casio Illuminator. This is, let me see if I can, oh, right here. I got it. I'm going to show you while I talk about it. This is the W737HX in tan. It kind of looks like a DW5600, but if we stack it up against one another, I'm going to put them side by side real quick. You can actually see some differences in the display. And one is actually substantially easier to read than the other. Interesting, right? Something about these cheap, not this one. Something about these cheap Casios are much easier to read than the 5600, even if you don't have the negative display. This watch, all right, I was able, let me see what it is on Amazon right now. It's $22 on Amazon, this watch, okay? This is $22 on Amazon. However, remember when I got last week, I got one of those cheap Casios just because I was trying to build an EDC for under $100 total. Well, I got a coupon. I got a little Amazon credit. And I was going to get one item free that was like sold and fulfilled by Amazon. And I was looking and they're like, I didn't need anything, so I wasn't interested. But I've been filming more EDC products, and a lot of EDC items you can get on Amazon, and they're just easy to review and easy to link and blah, 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 blah. So I was kind of just, shopping on Amazon, looking around, and I realized that these are sold and fulfilled by Amazon. And so I got this for free. I didn't pay a cent for this watch, but it's, I guess, $22 right now, this Casio Illuminator W737HX. Let's go ahead and let us read the dimensions here. We're looking at about 43.6 mil by about 49.6 by 13 even. So this isn't like a small watch. In fact, this does feel a bit bigger than a 5600. However, it's much lighter. And so if there's one thing that I can give, I could give G-Shocks a million compliments. Here's one thing though. You do not realize how much over-engineering goes into G-Shocks for them to be super indestructible until you hold it up against a digital watch that is not a G-Shock, okay? This feels much lighter than a G-Shock, substantially lighter than a G-Shock. And because it probably, go figure, doesn't have all the shock resistance and the overbuilt like module protection that a G-Shock would. Now, is this going to probably survive whatever I throw at it as a cripple person just walking around, limping around? Yeah, it's going to be fine. This is going to be all I need when I go camping. So it's like, this is going to be just fine. Is it going to be fine when I train with my little pew pew firearms? Yeah, this is going to be just fine. There aren't any moving parts. It's not going to knock anything loose. So what's the downside with this? Well, has half the water resistance rating that a G-Shock does. So this has a 100 meter water resistance rating versus G-Shock's famous 200 meter water resistance rating. Also, the light here is pretty laughable. I'm going to show it to you. I don't even think it's going to show up on camera. So it's not a backlight, it's literally a tiny LED diode, like very old school. Like this reminds me immediately of the Iron Mans that I used to have when I was in first grade, like back in like 1990. So this is very old school. But for me, it's super charming. It's incredibly charming, and it harkens back to a day when, I was wearing these cheap little Timex digital watches, and then eventually I got an Iron Man and I thought it was really cool. And then my dad got me a Baby G. Do you guys remember those little G-Shocks with the bull bars? And my dad's like, this is indestructible. And I was like, yeah. And then I loved that one so much, I stole his 6600. Because I was like, wait, I want the like real one. Anyway, I love this. I've been wearing it for 2 days. Make sure that it focuses on the watch. Absolutely love it, dude. It is awesome. Stopwatch, alarm, dual time. It does have a light, even though the light isn't great. It's just a very good looking, kind of tactical watch. And one thing that's very, very cool is these illuminators are marketed they're marketed as having a 10-year battery life. But my 6600 from like 1993 or something, I've never changed the battery in it, and it's still going. So it's kind of crazy. Also, what's really cool about this one specifically, which my other one was not, this one was marketed as having a, quote, extra long strap. And it is pretty long. So if you were to wear this over some longer gloves or over a jacket sleeve, you could probably do so. I have just over a 7.5-inch wrist, and I think it wears very, very nicely. And for something, I've been on this like tactical kick. Can I do a little tangent? Would you guys want me to talk about something that has nothing to do with watches right now, but kind of does? Congratulations, Mostly Harmless from STC Gang. Got me a Grail G-Shock this week. GWG 1000 WLP. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How much more could it cost to put a proper backlight? What the F, Casio? Yeah, you'd be surprised. I mean, look at this. Make sure I have it lined up. Look at this. Oh. Let me get close. There we go. I can press the button. You see that? I'm trying to get the corner here. Trying to get the corner of the screen. So you can see that backlight runs the entire way beneath the display. Whereas this is just this little dinky thing right there. So I'll get up close with this in a future episode. I'm going to do a little like roundup of my cheap Casio watches. Because newsflash, spoiler alert, I ain't stopping with this one and the other one. I'm ordering like 1 million more because you can get them for just dirt cheap and they're awesome. Okay, so I've been on a bit of a tactical kick. And I know people are like, wait, he's posting more guns? Is this turning into Grand Thumb? No, it's not. This isn't going to be a firearms channel, don't worry. But I have been wearing things that I don't typically wear throughout the week. What does that mean? MJ, what's going on? Well, you guys know that I typically wear, a button down or a polo, and I'll wear slacks. And sometimes when I'm filming, if I'm, going about my day, running the business, I will even, it's not odd for me to wear a tie, right? You guys have seen that in some of my videos. I'm much more casual recently, and I don't think I need to apologize for that. I don't think you guys care. I think that this is very natural for me as well. I'm just kind of a laid-back guy. But typically, I would be wearing, if it's like super casual, like my jeans, right? And like I have various tennis shoes. I have anything from I have Reebok pumps, but I also have just like Adidas Sambas, like just very, very simple things, right? So what's funny though is I can't wear any of my sneakers anymore. The damage that was done to my right leg and foot and the nerve tissue and stuff, I can't wear those sneakers. My Red Wings, because you know that I was like a denim and Red Wings guy, I can't wear any of my Red Wing boots. So those incredibly bespoke, like, or wannabe bespoke heritage, very expensive Red Wings, yeah, can't wear any of those. Because the way that my foot feels sensation and the nerve damage, whatever, it's unbearable. Denim, like jeans, I can't wear them because of the way the the sensation is going up through my leg and everything. The denim hurts my leg. It's such a weird phenomenon and such a strange thing to complain about. But when I'm talking, put them on the site for sale. That's not a bad idea, dude, actually. And they've been very well taken care of and oiled and everything. So that's led me to wearing shorts and these very specific boots from this company called Altra, Altra. They're not a sponsor. They do not even know I exist. Although I would love to be sponsored by them because their products are a lifesaver for me right now. I randomly looked them up, and they're known for having a very wide foot to allow your foot to lay flat. And they had this boot called the Lone Peak. And I bought a pair, and it's been like the most comfortable thing I've ever worn for the last 4 months or something since I've been out of my cast. And love them so much that I actually got 2 more pair. And so this is what I was actually getting at. I got this the other day. This is an Ultra. This is the Olympus 5, I guess. Kind of looks like pretty crazy, right? Well, what's really cool, I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually a very, very wide toe box, and it allows your foot to be pretty much in its natural state. But this is a high top, and it supports my ankle, which is incredibly weak right now. But what all of this is to say that this is kind of this is tan. My truck is tan. And I can't show you right now, but I've been wearing CQR tactical pants, which is I used to only wear those when I'd be going to the range. So when I'd go to the shooting range and I'd be running my guns, I would wear my CQR stuff. But I threw on a pair of my old CQRs and I was like, dude, I can actually wear these. They're wide, they're flowy, it's not as rough on my leg. And so I got 2 more pair of CQR pants, and I've been wearing these boots. And then I've been wearing these, and it's kind of funny. I'm having this full EDC. This is my EDC villain era. But I absolutely love it. And so all of this is to say that the kind of pivot in my content is because I've been having to do research on what works for me now that my life has kind of changed pretty significantly. Mostly Harmless says, I'm waiting for T3 to discover the 511 Rush 24 best EDC backpack. People are talking about knives. Dude, today's a tan day, so I just have my Gerber flat iron. Love this. Oh, great thing about these CQR pants is on both main pockets, they have an extra bit of material sewn in so that the clip on your pocket knife doesn't just wear down the seams. I have it 15 years later. My thumb just a little more sensitive than normal. When your nerves are damaged, the last sensation to still work is pain, so touch comes across as a varying degree of pain. It's not much fun. Had it in my thumb. I say had it, but still have it. 15 years later, my thumb is a little bit more sensitive than normal. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going through right now. It's everything from going down from the tips of my toes on my right foot all the way up through my leg, almost like sciatic pain, into my glute all the way up. And last night, I sound like a huge pussy right now, by the way. But last night I didn't even eat all night, and I couldn't sleep because the pain was going from my right foot all the way up into my left arm. So it was shooting up, and I was like, my left arm, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh. And then I was like, take me, Lord, take me. Are you not entertained? But I'm still alive, so it is what it is. Maybe tonight will be the night I can have some sweet rest in God's embrace. Sean Miller, certified T3 bot, is here. That's a big area to have. That was bad enough in one thumb. Yeah, it is what it is. We don't have to bitch about it any longer today. I'll bitch about it for the rest of my life, probably. So you guys, we're in it for the long haul. That's what my physical therapist told me when I did my quote progress report with them. They were like, "Okay, Jory, well, you're in it for the long haul." That was their way of saying you're kind of fucked. So it is what it is. But just wanted to let you know that I've opened up, broadened my horizons when it comes to these cheap Casios. Dude, these, I'm not going to lie, these are kind of disposable. They're disposable and they're not, that's not a pejorative statement. So, someone, Big Zebra said, did I miss the watch reveal? It's a W737HX Casio Illuminator, $20 on Amazon. I got it for free because I had a credit. It's like, I'm just so pumped because there's so many of these. And you think that the G-Shock catalog is very broad? Dude, these illuminators, for dirt cheap, you can get crazy watches that are essentially G-Shocks. They don't have all the shock resistance and all the functions, but they have everything you'd pretty much ever need. So, just wanted to shout this watch out, and stay tuned. I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description of this segment for this watch. When you use that and you shop around, you do help the channel out. And I wanted to let you know, throw it to the comment section, if you're watching this past, present, or future, we do live segments, or at least an edited episode once a day on the Time Teller channel. In the comments here, tell me and send me a link, which illuminator would you like me to buy next? So I'm going to try to get a little shopping list. If you guys can make a little list of which one you would like to see and have reviewed by me, then leave that in the comment section. I will go ahead and review that for you. Mostly Harmless is waving to the people at home. We love you. Thanks for being here. We try to do a live segment every single day, but if it's not live, then you are getting like an edited review. So don't worry. Just watch your Hamilton Khaki Expedition review. I want that watch now. That might be Hamilton's best release in like the last 3 years. I'm not going to lie. So anyway, guys, I will catch you on the next one. I got to go work on some Patreon stuff. We do have a Patreon, and I post twice a day on Patreon. So anyway, love you guys, and I will see you on tomorrow morning's live stream. You better be there. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. I will see you tomorrow around 11.